Hello everyone, my name is Elena Shvab and I'm a head designer based in London. Welcome to my studio. Today is Studio Live and we're going to talk a little bit about veils. I think one of the most important elements of hat making, element of decoration, element of mystery. Veils are unique, veils always romantic, and we all can't get enough with veils because they're absolutely fabulous. There are many different ways of applying veils on hats, of trimming the veils, working with veils, but also there's a lot of ways of how to manipulate the veil and attach it to a hat piece, headband, whatever you're working with. I'm going to show you a few designs, and then I would like to talk more about the hat piece that I'm working on right now, because this is exactly the example that I want to show you about the veils. And this is the hat piece, and that's the veil. And in a few minutes, I'm going to show you what's so important about this particular veil and what's so amazing about the technique that I'm going to show you shortly. In the meantime, I also want to tell you a little bit more about what's happening in the studio, because I didn't come out, wasn't doing lives for I think almost a week. It's because I was recording a video course, how to create headbands just like this one that I'm wearing. And you're also kind of asking about these headbands and asking for a tutorial, and I'm finally recording this tutorial for you, and it's going to be on my membership channel. So everyone who has the membership will get the access to the tutorial, and those who not yet, do join my membership. This is a way to support this channel and also get exclusive access to many amazing tutorials that are already on the membership channel. You will learn, for example, how to make a fascinator, how to block a brim hat, how to block felt pillbox fascinator, how to stiffen your materials, and a lot of other tutorials will be added, including this one, the headband that I'm working on right now. And at this stage, I already filmed a few parts of blocking the headband, the materials that you need and must have in order to create headbands. Those are quite basic materials. You don't need a lot to invest. And there's some alternative materials that you can also use. And I will be explaining everything during the course. So I already filmed how to block the base, how to use the wire, what kind of stitches, and I'm about to film other steps, how to create padded base, to create the shape and how to cover it with the fabric. And there's so many different fabrics that you can use for that. And that's how to decorate your headband, and it's going to be ready to wear. So stay tuned. I will announce when the video course is ready and uploaded to my YouTube membership channel. In the meantime, all the information about membership is in the description of this video with direct links, and I have explained how to join. It's very easy. Just follow the link, choose the member level, and get instant access to all the tutorials and all the useful information that is already there. Yeah, there's a question. Hello, Ailey. Hi, Lena. The headband tutorial going to be available to purchase on your website? Yes, it is also going to be available to purchase separately on my website, together with other courses that are already available on my website to buy, and you get access and you can start learning. You also get the PDF list of the materials that you need with all the useful links and everything that you need from start to finish. And hello from Michigan. Hello, Sue. It's lovely to see you. Thank you everyone for joining. It's so amazing to see you all. I honestly missed you. It's been a week and I really missed sharing the information and chatting with you. Thank you for your answer. My pleasure. I don't have the link to my website, but I will add it to this video. But my website is elenashvab.com, and there's a section with courses where I also have linked to online video courses there as well. So in the meantime, I would like to talk about the veils, the main thing that I decided to do this video course, video live. And we all love veils, and they're all fabulous. They all in different colors. They come in different textures. There's some vintage veils that are quite rare. They're quite expensive, obviously, because they're very limited. That's what we have is only stock that is lasting from those days, and once it's gone, it's gone. And usually vintage veil is silk, made of silk material, unlike modern veils, they're made of synthetic fabrics. So obviously it's much softer, it's nicer. There's a lot of beautiful patterns that come with vintage veils. There are quite a few varieties for the modern veils, but usually it's just plain decor, just like this one. It also comes in silver and gold, which is very beautiful. They come in wide weave, and it comes in a tighter, smaller weave. It comes with different decorations on top, so obviously you can choose so many different ways and different styles and types, whatever suits you. The variety is absolutely amazing. And so one of the things that is quite important sometimes is that, first of all, how to apply the veil. It's a technique on its own, and we might cover it in the future. But also, once you apply the veil, it stays there, obviously. One of my clients, she wanted a headband for her wedding. So here it is. And she also wanted detachable veil. And so during the ceremony, she's wearing the veil. And after ceremony is done, obviously she wants to take the veil off and have the party. So nothing obstructs the face, nothing on her way. And she feels more free to move and so on. So sometimes as an option, I always offer, if you have a veil, you keep it on top so it's attached. And what you can do is just, put it on top like this, and it creates a lot of volume, which is also very, very beautiful. It creates tenderness, and it's just really beautiful. It doesn't cover your face, but the veil is still there. But sometimes you just don't want the veil, right? So one of the ways, gosh, it's been a long day, I'm sorry. This is another hat piece that I absolutely love, and it was designed first without the veil. But again, this is a bridal piece, so I added veil, and then you can always put it on top, which creates volume. It looks really, really beautiful. Or what usually bride would prefer is to remove the veil completely and just enjoy the party after. So I couldn't find a way of how to create detachable veils, and usually I would just attach it with a thread, and I would just say, well, you can just cut the the veil off the hat, and that's it. But then you can't really reuse it. So once you cut it with the scissors, you can't you can stitch it, but you will never do that. So one of the ways that I thought of is, okay, so here's the beauty. I'm not going to put it on because I have makeup, and this is very delicate, very beautiful silk. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So the whole headband was created with plain fabric, folded and pleated together, and then individually stitched and secured with a securing thread, invisible thread. That honestly, I have to say, that's a lot of work, and it took me a couple of days. First, just to create the fabric, so it was flat on the table, and I created those little folds, and I would stitch them with invisible thread individually. And then I would apply it on the headband. I would attach it based on the technique that I will show in the course, how to attach fabric, how to cover headband with the fabric. This one was a little bit more complex because it was very moving, very very soft. Everything that has to do with silks and very thin, fine fabric is quite hard to work because the material moves a lot. But then, a lot of pins and it helps. So obviously, yes, I created a lot of security knots to hold these folds in place and the whole material as well. So yes, quite a lot of work, but I think I'm quite happy with the result, especially with this part, because guess what, you can actually wear it both ways, and both ways are quite beautiful. So my client can choose later. She would come to my studio and I will let her see how she likes it. But there's more, because the veil is also detachable. This is exactly what she wanted. And how I did it, it's very easy. It's little clips. It's not that I invented the world, but I never tried that before myself. I never needed to create a detachable veil. But this is just amazingly easy. 3 clips. Ta-da! It's like magic. I'm so pleased. So there are 1, 2, 3 little clips. These clips. I've had them for years. I think I purchased them for one of the projects, which I don't really remember which was it. It didn't work, so I still had them. And now, years later, this is from from that part, like never throw anything away because one day you might need that. So that's pretty much it. So they come in different colors and you can choose whichever you want. Obviously, silver are the best for me. So I stitched 1, 2, and 3. And the veil first was attached to a headband on the mannequin. And I secured with a needle, with the pins, so that to keep it in place. And then I would take a thread, single thread, just regular cotton thread, and I would stitch through those little, like the veiling has this little squares right here. So I would stitch through those squares in order to keep the shape in place. And then I think I would have to do just a tutorial to show how I done it exactly, because I hope that I explain and you can understand what I'm explaining. But obviously, there's nothing better than showing. And then a 2.5 centimeter wide Petersham ribbon folded in half like this, and then the veil goes right inside in the middle. See? So basically, place the veil inside the folded Petersham ribbon, and I applied a little bit of glue just to keep the veil in place. Don't overdo it, because then you can see the glue. It shows up, and then it's not a good job, and you have to start all over. But just a little tap of glue, not to overdo it, is fine. And then you press, and then you go with a stitch through where the little knot, what are they called? I forgot the word, but basically right next to the edge. You stitch right next to the edge, following all the lengths to make sure that the veil is perfectly secured and it does not move. And that's it. So this is the length that my client wanted, just above the nose. It's a tender presence of the veil. And the beauty is that you can reattach this veil to different headbands. You just need these little clips, and then you can click them on. And again, the beauty is, because this headband goes both ways, you can wear them any way you like. So the veil, you can clip it this side, like this, or you can clip it the other way, on the other side. So whatever you want. So in this way, you're not limited to one side when attaching a veil, but you can just place, detach the veil and just turn it around, and it works for both ways, which I think is absolutely marvelous. The only tricky thing was to perfectly measure the sides for stitching the clips so that they match both the veil and the hat. So you see here I miscalculated a little bit. So there's like a little fold created. So I would have to restitch and, you know, make a proper calculation, but that's all right. But I just really wanted to show you that sometimes you just really have to be very careful with the measurements, because these things happen because you really have to calculate material moves. So that's all right. I really, really, really love this piece. Especially it gives freedom for the customer, whether she wants to keep the veil on or she wants to remove it. Obviously, there's always a way of putting it up, but because the veil is quite short, you can't really lift it up that much. So it just does not look really nice compared to the other headbands. To the other hat pieces, because this one is a bigger veil, so you can lift it up. This is quite small, short. So in this case, the way of creating detached veil is quite a good solution. So, well, that's basically all I wanted to share. This really lovely, very easy and quite straightforward technique, but you know, you should try and see. You know, you can experiment not just with headbands, but with hats or fascinators, with different hat pieces, because it does give a lot of flexibility of redesigning the hat piece. And I think that's absolutely marvelous that one hat can look differently because there's a different ways of attaching and detaching decorations. They also can be in different colors. So you can have a headband with different color of veils, like black, ivory, blue, pink, and just, you know, depending on the dress or outfit your client or yourself, whoever is wearing this hat piece, can change the veil. And I think it can look absolutely fantastic. Or maybe not just the veil, or different decorations. For example, imagine if this decoration was detachable, so I could remove it and then place something else. I think that just gives a new life for your hat pieces, and you know, more varieties of wearing it and combining with different colors and outfits. So I'm just going to read some questions. Thank you for the. I love the white headband. Thank you, Sue. I'd love to learn how you did the wrinkle effect on that bridal headband. Oh, that was a lot of work. A lot of work, a lot of folding. But we might I might just do one of the lives just showing how to create those really beautiful effects, because it does look very beautiful. It looks very moving, dynamic. You know, I don't like pieces that are quite static. I like the movement. I like the decoration that asymmetrical, to create more life into the hat piece, you know, like Mother Nature in a way. So this is exactly how I like the decorations to be. Thank you for your tips. They're very useful. You're very welcome. Thank you so much, everyone, for your amazing comments, for being live here with me. And I hope you liked the tutorial and it was quite useful. And as usual, do subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button so you don't miss my next tutorial. And there are going to be a lot of tutorials and a lot of different things to discuss and talk about, everything related to hats, decorations, fashion styling, and so on. The Royal Ascot is coming up here in the UK. Summer weddings, so there's a lot of things to discuss, different techniques to show. Do sign up for my membership. This is a great way of supporting my channel so I can create more educational content for you. And also you can benefit from having the access for different tutorials, detailed tutorials, and learn millinery with me. And of course, for all my followers, there's a 10% discount from the trimming company, my trusted supplier, where I purchase my materials. The link is in the description of this video. So if you're buying your materials, do go and have a look. They have everything you need. The quality is amazing. And I would not recommend anything that I don't trust or like myself or tested myself. So they're absolutely amazing. And plus, you get the 10% discount. So thank you so much. Have a lovely evening, and hopefully I'll see you soon. And stay tuned. See you soon. Bye.